And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check 56. Squeeze, double.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson.
I got him.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mayfield. And he's got it. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Mike, 55. Check 55.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
There we go.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get ready.
Ready. 8, read.
Hey, here we go.
Ready.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Shakedown. It's the shakedown.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Let's go, D.
Here's Allen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Come on.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike, 50.
Young on 3rd down.
In your face.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Look, squeeze. Bravo. Yo. Now.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Michael Strahan. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Point it right. I got it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Slam.
Opposite, opposite.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
On third down, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake, because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on fourth turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
5-5-5. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Smoke.
On second down now, it's Allen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Okay, ready?
My guys, 55.
All day, every day, any day.
Third down, Young from the gun. Open man is Michael Thomas. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
Got it.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
A first down throw for Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Young now, going to throw again. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen. Earlier, we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
180!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Bo. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Mike's 56.
Here we go.
Regular.
Crunch.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Check.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Harrison for a Patriots touchdown.
Way to go! That's what
Marvin Harrison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on,
The
set.
offense now at the
70,
line, ready
80.
for their next drive.
get off the
Time
field,
remaining for
Dean.
likely
Let's get
one
off the
final
field.
play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make.
Let's go,
because
baby.
just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the
We got this.
24-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the
Hey,
line, ready for their
box
next
drop.
drive. And that first
Mike,
half, one to
55.
forget really on
Check,
both sides of the
55,
ball.
Mike.
They got to find some way to
Russell,
string
Russell,
something
look at me.
together here,
Sit
don't they?
back.
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to...
The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Set it.
And the
50,
job
plant.
becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's
55.
second and
Hey,
20.
orbit.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, Sam on.
What we got? Slam, slam.
Yep. Let go.
Here's Steve Young. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack
Ready,
on first
ready.
down, then they force the
18
incomplete
Gator.
pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back,
Give me that
but it's a
ball.
big
Hey,
play. They've got to hold
Haywood.
up.
Hey.
Give me that ball.
Third and long for Young. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all
Set.
game long.
30 base.
They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Give me that. Pick up the ball.
Hey, Delta.
55, Mike, 55. Hey,
Hey. 2.
On fourth down, they snap it to Young. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well
go.
short
Here
of
we
a
go.
first. A
we go.
surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Jackson fighting ahead at the field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
60
And what I
out
mean
long.
by that is
Hey, Charlie.
just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to.
Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike,
Now!
55.
Now!
Mike.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And a diving grab. I think he got that,
Let's go
yes.
now!
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
55.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Big river.
Now Young. Walker with a grab, left side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago.
Ready?
And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Let's go.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Yep. Go.
1st down, Young.
Here we go.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Here we go.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Ready up.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains,
Team 6.
but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Ready?
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Now here's Young. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On second down now. It's Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Jackson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set. 53.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
No, 66.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check it.
Watch the edge.
Buzz.
Check 49. Check 49.
Go 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Mike 5-5.
Go Bandit.
They do go for it. It's Brady. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
We play to win. Let's go.
Hey, 180.
Mike.
Hey, alert.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know you feel that.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll run with Jackson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Harrison left side complete.
That's
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Ball back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
3 down, 3 down.
Check it, reload.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Hey, Alpha.
Motion, motion, motion.
53, Linda. Rip.
On second down, Dillon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
You don't want no problems with me.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Rip.
Switch.
Shift, shift.
Hey, ball 66.
On 3rd down, Dillon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Get ready.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
55 to Mike.
Let's go. No, 66.
Check your hot read. Check. Fresno.
Alert.
Now the former Patriot, this is Shane Vereen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That's it,
The All-Pro
baby.
Von Miller there on the tackle.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
55. Hey, eat.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Sugar. Hey, Alabama.
On second down now, Dillon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Check 3.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
We got 3.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Shadow.
Mike 55.
Hey,
Mike,
orbit.
Mike 55. Okay, here I come. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
No. Off.
Sugar.
Now a give, right side. Dillon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
General West.
Get out of here, man.
Hey,
Alert!
watch 55.
Get your swerve on. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Mike, 55.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Shadow.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Wait, set. 53.
55. Hey, eat.
Ozzy. Ozzy.
Check 52. Kill.
Easy. Regular.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Easy work. It's easy work. And
The
it's coming
veteran
again.
Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Army.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Wait, set. Wide, 80.
Mike 5-5. You. Check safety.
Wait, we hit.
The final shot before half for Brady. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And the kick by Butker is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Mayfield now. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Blue draw corkers. Alert!
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Wait, set. 53.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
53 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Wait, set. Ready? Alpha.
Check 55 to Mike.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike. Watch 55.
I got wide. I got wide.
72.
On 3rd down, Dillon, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Single, slot.
Hey, Alabama.
Over there, you're on an island.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Go 50.
Better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Shift.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
180.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Tight end's right.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
We always hear about
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
We got 4 down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Jackson.
Run!
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him